Hey everyone, Pick Scholar 123, and we're going to be continuing on a different ZC quest. We just finished the got the first two kind of official, then the unofficial third and fourth quest. Still kind of ran off the original NES Zelda rules, but now we are going to go into some quests that are like completely custom made. So we're gonna start with some simpler ones. I have a whole bunch of them here on like lineup for what to start with. Yeah, I still got a bad cough, so you're gonna probably be hearing me cough a lot. Getting over my cold. Okay, so I'm gonna start with this one, Shadow Wars, because that's actually a pretty simple one. It actually demonstrates a lot of things that the ZC engine actually is capable of doing, because you saw in like the first to fourth quest, you really didn't see much. It's kind of the same rules. But here you're going to see a lot of new items and things like, additional stuff that was added into the Zelda Classic engine. This is actually, again, pretty simple quest, depending how you take it. So if you I'll kind of do it the way I do it, which is, fairly simple. Okay, well, let's get started on this. So this quest is a little odd. It's basically a humongous exploration thing. It's almost just free exploration. You can basically do whatever you want, essentially. So it just gives you a chance to test a lot of stuff around. So, first thing we're gonna do, head on down, pick up our sword. That's gonna be kind of helpful. You can basically see me picking up a lot of items early on. I'm not really gonna do many of the levels right off the bat because pick up your candle. Oh, if you notice, the ZC engine also lets some of the quests let you swing your sword in this kind of quarter circle. That's a nice addition because it gives you a lot more range on your attacks. And you'll see how I'm going to be spamming the heck out of that thing. Alright, so we're going to first get some goods. See how you can. This thing's really handy because of its range. And yes, of course, this is not blind. I've played this a number of times just to map out stuff. Because if I play it blind, it's going to take way too long. You're going to see me do entire parts of just getting lost. So I don't really prefer that. Alright. Now this quest is kind of odd in that there's really no level numbers. It's really hard to define level numbers in this game, honestly. And there are a lot of randomly placed items. It's gonna get worse later on. You're gonna see some really random stuff tossed around the place. So there are a lot of like random things. I don't even know if I'm going to be showing half the stuff because most of it's not even useful. Probably the biggest issue I have with this quest is money. This quest pretty much does not give you enough cash, and you are pretty much going to have to grind for money no matter what you do. I had to try to map out what items I didn't really need to buy, and even then, you're still way short on cash. And there are a lot of random secrets, as you'll see. So again, the first couple parts is probably just going to be free exploration. Just get as much money as you can from enemies. Yeah, there's really no patterns in any of this. It's just really random. But again, this quest is good for demonstrating a lot of the new things that are in the ZC engine. You'll see how it's better combined in later quests. Look at it, there's a really random heart container. I mean, that's really random. Yeah, this is, you know, unless you stumble into this, you're really not gonna find this. It is worth your while to find this, though. Alright, so I'm pretty much just like 5 minutes in, I already got a white sword. Actually, when I did my like test runs, it's like 2 minutes. Actually, if you look on the pause menu, you'll notice the boxes look a bit different. They're actual heart pieces? Are there even heart pieces in this game? I don't even think there are. I think it's just heart containers. But you'll notice a lot more space for inventory, so you'll see a lot of different items get stacked in there. And yeah, there's a timer. FYI. Well, seriously, I have like an entire Excel spreadsheet in front of me, just pretty much mapping out everything, so that I know where to look for everything, because again, a lot of this is really random. Because we're gonna land Mola sitting up in this corner. The biggest issue I have with this quest is money. It's very difficult to get enough money, and you're just going to be scrapping for every rupee you can find, basically. You notice this suspicious-looking bush? Well, there is something there, but we can't do anything about it yet. So we'll be getting that later on. Look at this, these are really random hidden secrets. Although this one just is a potion shop, so nothing out of the ordinary. I kind of like the LR toggling because it's very simple to get to items. Yeah, literally, there are heart containers thrown around this quest, like, everywhere. You just find them in the most random spots. And this quest also shows that, you know, if you're used to seeing 16 hearts as your limit, that's not quite the case in these Zelda Classic quests. Now, some of them do keep the 16 limit, but others, as you'll see here, can extend the number of hearts you can get. Although this quest has a huge excess of hearts. But no complaints there. So I'm going to try to do this one right off the bat. It's a little bit difficult to do, you got a main handler already. Oddly enough, this is actually the boss of that first dungeon. You're actually told on that first screen. Like, you know, this thing guarding a treasure or something. So, you actually do want to take this thing out, because you get some goodies from this thing. White sword kind of helps, it gives you some radius, much more strength. See, you're gonna love this arc, because it just really gives you a lot of range to work with. Alright, we've got step ladder, and there is something to the right, but we can't do anything about that yet. Pretty much with the step ladder, you can almost just explore the whole overworld. Seriously. Now, I'm not sure where the music comes from in this quest. I think there's a way to look up, like, the meaties, just see where the the music comes from. I'm not going to be clearing levels. In fact, again, as I mentioned before, there are really no level numbers. Nothing strict. So you can basically go in almost any level you want, in any order. In fact, that one of the levels is kind of right above me. Whichever screen. That level is actually kind of hard, actually. So I would just spare that for later. We actually have the step ladder so we can go into the stairs, and look at this. You pick up the magic boomerang with literally no effort whatsoever. And yeah, again, new obstacles, like for example these things. So you'll be seeing some new items along the way. We're gonna be cutting all the grass. I need all the money I can find, actually. So you notice there's really no level numbers, that's why it's just really arbitrary. You know, you really just need a candle for this place. Now, I'm not really too fond of the design of this level. It's rather confusing, and probably the easiest way out of this place is to use F6 continues, honestly. Actually, if I didn't get the step ladder, I probably would use F6 continue, and you'll see why. But since I have the step ladder, it's not as big an issue. Yeah, no need to buy potions, they basically give you potions right there. Pretty much this whole place is full of hidden walls. Kind of annoying. Again, I've already drawn out the map of this place, so I already know how it's structured out. You know, which walls you can go to, because a lot of these are just one-way walls. And you've seen this in the fourth quest, boss doors. So that's nothing new. Again, I don't know where any of this music comes from, so it's just kind of random. So you actually want to go to the right first. Find 50 rupees. And again, you're going to be scrapping for every buck you can find. Highly recommend to cut all the grass just to get extra cash. Seriously, any extra bits of cash you can get will kind of add up along the way. So the reason I go into this level first is because of the item you get. That pretty much opens up all the doors to exploration. So we get the flute in this level. That, again, as I mentioned, it opens up whole doors of stuff you can get. Just the ladder and the flute alone. Pretty much do whatever you want, basically. Find some hidden stairs and you will find... I don't think this was in any of the... Not even the fourth quest had this thing, I believe. So, get a super bomb. So if you played, I guess, Link to the Past, so you'll know what these things do. Just bigger explosions. So See, I'm not really fond of this room because if you don't have the flute, you actually get trapped. And again, forced to F6 continue out. Because you gotta use a flute to get rid of those rocks. Again, this quest is really random. Seriously, it's a really random quest. So don't really ask a lot of questions on this stuff because a lot of it really does not make much sense. Now again, normally I would probably just do F6 continue to get out of this place, but I'm going to try to minimize the use of that, because you really don't need to do that. See, you know, being able to hit an enemy from diagonal range is actually very handy. Okay, kind of some sound glitches in that room. The boss is not nearby or anything. If you actually want to get out of here on foot, you're gonna have to go this way, and yeah, there's a super dark nut already. I'm not sure why, that doesn't really make a lot of sense. And here's where the stepladder is really handy, because otherwise you're gonna have to hope it doesn't come at you, because you're gonna get trapped because the amount of damage it does to you right now. You don't have to kill it or anything, just kind of, you know, it's a lot easier with the ladder, you can just get by that thing. And a little suspicious area. And there's your boss key, and again, I'm not going to fight this boss yet. I'm going to pretty much collect up as much stuff as possible, because there's a lot of stuff you can do right now, seriously. So I'd rather just scoop up all the goodies you can find. And you know, this kind of sideways sword trick, with this kind of quarter circle, it makes it much more useful. You get much more range on that kind of sideways trick. Yeah, so I'm just gonna leave the place for now. And again, I'll be back there, probably in a few parts. Okay, so we got the flute, and it'll probably be the next part that you'll see what the flute's really used for. And just go collect up some more stuff. Because here you got the letter just sitting right there for you. You might as well just pick that up for free. Honestly, this is going to be completely redundant. I don't really even need to pick this up because you'll see why probably in the next part. But I might as well just pick that up for kicks. Just because I can pick it up. Alright, I believe there's one more thing I want to get first. Again, another really random thing. Seriously, how are you supposed to find half of this crap? So I think it's right on this screen. Looks like there's completely nothing here. But if you use the flute, you find a really random staircase right in the spot. Pick up another heart container. That never hurts. Alright, well, I'm just going to take a break at this point. Already collected up a few things. Next part, we're probably just going to be collecting a lot more stuff, and I mean a lot more stuff. So, see you guys in the next part where we pretty much will be picking up more goodies.